1986 game between the San Diego Chargers and the New York Giants. Now, why is it they acquired the most points and there was only 2 total votes for other games that did not bring it up to them? They acquired 6 points per team. They also get a point for Lawrence Taylor being the NFL MVP. That's 3. They also get a point for Leslie O'Neal, the Chargers, being Rookie of the Year. That's 4. Phil Simms led the whole entire week in passing. That's 5 points. And the 6th point was... maybe they only had 5, but they still won. I will get into character in a minute as we advance. My game yesterday got blocked in several countries due to background songs, so I've got no background music on this time. As soon as the game loads, the music will end, and hopefully there won't be any problem with it at all. The Giants won the original game 20-7. Joe Cooper had a 21-yard field goal. I did fix that too. Cooper is on the team as a kicker. Raul Alegre is still on the team, but he's on the bench until he took over in real life. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Giant Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's the San Diego Chargers at the New York Giants. We look at Giants wide receiver Stacy Robinson, as he is going to be a key factor, as was San Diego wide receiver Wesley Chandler. San Diego is coming off a 50-28 victory over Miami in Week 1, and the Giants were on Monday Night Football, and they defeated the Dallas Cowboys by a score of 31-14. We are at Giant Stadium. The New York Giants looking to get back to the playoffs. The Chargers have been out for a couple years. They're looking to get back in as well. Let's look at Bill Parcells roaming the sidelines for the New York Giants. And a look at San Diego head coach Don Coryell. Air Coryell. We're going to have a hell of a game this afternoon. Both teams are ready for action. Both trying to get to 2-0. Gary Anderson will be your returner. Evidently, Raul Alegre was signed to be the kickoff specialist. Alegre tees it up, and we're underway. He's going to be taking it to Anderson at the 4, Anderson to the 15, Anderson to the 20, Anderson to the 25, and he's going to be tackled at the 27 by Maurice Carthon. Here's a look at Dan Fouts, the veteran quarterback who has led the Chargers to many AFC playoffs in his 13th year out of Oregon. We'll be taking a look at action from around the league as well. Fouts. He's going to start in the shotgun. He's got Anderson to his left. 4 receivers. Back to pass. He's going to rifle it over the middle, and it is caught. 14-yard reception to number 18, Charlie Joyner. Joyner, the 17th-year receiver out of Grambling State, coming right across the middle and picks up the first down. Kind of funny hearing. Dan Fouts gives the ball to Gary Anderson. Anderson straight up the middle, and he is going to pick up about 6-7 yards on the carry. And here's a look at their offensive line. Jim Lachey, the anchor at left tackle. Wes Chandler and Charlie Joyner, 2 veteran receivers. Keys for Dan Fouts, as well as tight end Kellen Winslow. 2nd and 5 from the 48. Fouts is in the shotgun. Eric Coryell at his best. He's going to hand it off to Gary Anderson, and Anderson's going to get the corner, and Anderson's got the first down. Anderson to the 30, Anderson to 25, Anderson to the 20, Anderson to the 10, and he's going to run out of gas as Terry Kennard is going to catch him and make the tackle. Gary Anderson goes 47 yards on the carry and picks up a first down, first and goal at the New York 10. Anderson got the corner, and Anderson was off to the races. It was a wide open hole from the San Diego Chargers offensive line, led by that left tackle Jim Lachey. It's a first and goal at the 10. Just inside the 10. The Giants come up on defense. They're going to hand it off. This time it's to hand it off to number 28. I don't have a 28 on my roster. Look at the Giants line defensive alignment.
Coming to the line at the 8.
Not sure who that 28 was. We'll have to get a look at that. Fouts back to pass. He's going to throw. It is a touchdown to number 89, Wes Chandler, the 8th-year receiver out of the University of Florida. And the Chargers take an early 6-0 lead.
The Chargers getting set for the point after.
And Rolf Bernerski hits the extra point, and the Chargers have taken a surprising 7-0 lead on a 5-play, 71-yard drive. Right down the field, marched Stan Fouts. There's a look at Phil Simms warming up with Stacy Robinson. Robinson's going to be a key receiver for Simms today. Don Coryell making sure the refs watch the Giants. So many illegal activity Coryell thinks they're doing. Or maybe he was just finding out where the ref was having dinner after the game. Phil McConkey is back to receive. Bernerski with the kick. McConkey from the 3. He is going to get hammered at the 28-yard line. We got our first game looking. There's Phil Simms comes on the game in the first quarter in the Houston Astrodome. Mike Munchak, offensive lineman, recovers a fumble in the end zone, and the Houston Oilers have taken a 7-0 lead on the Cleveland Browns. Giants come out of the huddle. Phil Simms is going to start from the shotgun with an trailing early in the game. 3.5 to go in the first. Low snap. There's a handoff to Joe Morris. Morris is going to pick up maybe a yard. And a look at the San Diego, or the New York Giant offensive line. Bart Oates, the center. Joe Morris and Maurice Carthon are your running backs. Mark Bavaro, the Pro Bowl tight end. It'll be 2nd down and 5 after a 5-yard pickup from Morris to the 34, not the 27. Simms back to pass. He's going to throw over the middle, and it is caught. It is caught by Stacy Robinson, and we have a first down for the Giants.
When you run the slant down, it's very important to know as a receiver that you're going to catch that football probably in between some linebackers.
At the Louisiana Superdome, the New Orleans Saints have taken a 7-0 lead as Eric Martin catches a 72-yard pass from Bobby Hebert, and Anderson adds the extra point. Simms fakes the pitch out, going to hand it to Joe Morris. Morris breaks 1 tackle, and he's going to pick up probably 2 yards, maybe 3. Look, the San Diego defensive line. Rookie Leslie O'Neal really shined bright last week. Billy Ray Smith and Gary Plummer. Stalwarts at linebacker. Gil Bird, the safety.
Second down coming up.
Second down and 7.
The Giants are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs.
Sims hands off to Morris. Morris going to get to the corner, or he's going to be bottled up. Morris has rushed 3 times for 9 yards.
And they hold the running back to a short gain.
Donald Brown on the tackle. The rookie out of Oklahoma.
This is third down.
Third down and 6 now. First test for the Giants offense. Sims in the shotgun. He's going to be back to pass. Going to throw to the sidelines, and it's just overthrown the arms of Mark Bavaro. And it is going to be a 4th down for the Giants. Or Lionel Manuel was the intended receiver. Not a good start for the Giants on either side now. Sean Lendetta in the punt. Gets off a high kick. It's going to go out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Well, the Chargers last time on offense drove right down the field of the New York Giants' throat, putting it in the end zone. As Wesley Chandler caught the pass from Dan Fouts. Chargers looking to duplicate that if they come all the way east. Fouts from the pistol. He's got Anderson behind him. He's going to give it to Anderson, and he is going to be met right in the backfield by a big number 77, Leonard. No, number 77 is Eric Dorsey, the rookie out of Notre Dame. And Anderson is going to lose 2 to 3 yards on the carry. Loss of 3, second down and 13, all the way back to their own 8. Fouts in the shotgun. He's going to go back to pass. He's going to throw over the middle and is caught. The completion is made to number 89, Wes Chandler, who caught the touchdown earlier. Perry Williams on the tackle. But it's a 3rd and 1. The Giants crowd gets loud. And that is the end of the first quarter, with the San Diego Chargers leading the New York Giants 7-0. At Riverfront Stadium in Cincinnati, the end of 1, the Cincinnati Bengals, thanks to a Larry Krenebrew 11-yard run, lead the Buffalo Bills 7-3.
The Chargers still possess the football as we begin the second quarter. It's third down coming up.
3rd and 1. Fouts comes to the line of scrimmage. There's a pitch out to Anderson. He's going to get the corner, and he's got the first down. He has now carried the ball 4 times for 49 yards. And the Chargers drive continues. In Detroit, it is scoreless after 1 at the Silverdome between the Cowboys and Lions.
They showed their power, and they picked up the first down. They're able to move the chains after that last run.
1st and 10 now from the 26-yard line. Fouts comes under center. Back to pass. Throws it over the middle. It is going to be caught for a first down. First down to number 83, Tremaine Johnson.
That was the old fly route.
It was a mismatch with Harry Carson covering him. Perry Williams comes over the top. In Atlanta, after one, the Falcons lead the Cardinals 14-0. David Archer finds Charlie Brown on a 17-yard pass. Lucy does not pull the football away from the kicker. 14-0 Falcons. Fouts under center, 1st and 10 from their own 48. It's going to be a handoff to Gary Anderson, and this time he is going to be met in the backfield on the safety blitz from Terry Kennard. They dial up the safety blitz, and it was the perfect call for the play. Anderson barely got the ball before Kennard was in him, bringing him to the ground. Loss of 3 at 2nd and 13 now. From the 46. Draw play up to Anderson. He's not going to get much going on that one, as Eric Howard is there for the tackle. At Soldier Field in Chicago, after one, the Philadelphia Eagles on a Paul McFadden 49-yard field goal lead the defending world champions 3-0. 3rd down and 12. Fouts in the shotgun. Back to pass. He's got time. He throws. It's caught in the flat. Makes the move, and he is going to be close to the 1st down. That's number 80, Kellen Winslow. Picks up 11. They needed 12. It's 4th and 1. Kenny Hill is able to push Winslow out of bounds before he can get to the sticks. And the Chargers will punt now, as the punter, Ralph Masyenko, I think I'm pronouncing that wrong, is on the punt. There's a flag down as the punt goes into the end zone. Penalty against the Giants, going to push them back against Tom Flynn. Meanwhile, at RFK Stadium, after one, the Raiders and Redskins are tied at 3. So the Giants take over, trailing 7-0. The Giants, who dominated the Cowboys on Monday night so far, offensively haven't done much. This is their second opportunity with the ball. Sims in the shotgun. He's back to pass. It's a handoff to Joe Morris. And he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a yard, 2nd and 9. On Thursday night, it was the New England Patriots over the New York Jets, 17-3. As the defending AFC champion Patriots are 2-0. There's the give to Morris on the run. 3rd down and 6 now after Morris picking up 3. Matt Barr has kicked a 34-yard field goal to put the Browns on the board against the Oilers. 7-3. Sims is going to roll out. He's going to throw. It's caught by Phil. Nope. That is number 86. Lionel Manuel on the reception. And the Giants get the 1st down. With 2 minutes to go in the game, the Chargers lead the Giants 7-0. Meanwhile, in Green Bay, and down in New Orleans, Dalton Hilliard runs the ball in from 3 yards out, and the Saints are all over the Packers. Right now, 17-3, and we just got word that James Haynes has taken an interception back to the house. Morton Anderson's lining up for the extra point, and it's good. The Saints lead the Packers 24-3, heading into the half. Phil Simms in the shotgun. He's back to pass. He's got good protection. Throws it. Overthrows his intended receiver. Simms is 2 for 4 so far with 19 yards. On second down now. They're in the huddle. Giants come up the line of scrimmage. Simms in the shotgun. He's back to pass. He's got some time. He throws deep over the middle and it's incomplete. Meanwhile in Cincinnati, Rob Riddick just takes it in from 6 yards out to give the Bills cut their lead. The extra point is missed. The Bengals now lead 14-9, but the Bengals are driving.
And make sure you're able to come up and make the tackle short of the first down marker.
Simms under center. 3rd down and 10. He's going to hand it off to Joe Morris. Morris is going to run right into the defensive line. And the Chargers are going to call a timeout now. As Terry Unring, the rookie out of Colorado State, is able to stuff Morris. And 4th and 6 as the Giants get ready to punt. Right. The Cowboys all over the Lions right now, 17-0. Dorsett scored from 5 yards out. And Timmy Newsome caught a 15-yard pass from Danny White. The Cowboys look like they're rebounding nicely from the defeat on Monday Night Football at the hands of the Giants. Fouts is warming up with the Chargers leading 7-0. He's going to get his opportunity before half. Sean Landetta will punt the ball. Where's the ref running to? The ball's going to bounce into the end zone and the Chargers will take over at the 20. As the Chargers come onto the field, they had a good first drive. The second drive, not as much.
Exciting football, right? That's what we've seen so far. So let's see if one of these offenses, maybe the one out there right now, can get something going and put some excitement back in the stadium. The Chargers will look to get set. It's been a close game so far.
The Chargers come up to the line of scrimmage. Fouts throws to the sideline. And they're going to say incomplete. That's Dan Fouts' first incompletion of the day. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 now. Fouts in the shotgun. It almost intercepted by Lawrence Taylor. Taylor was on the coverage. He could have gone all the way had he picked that off. It'll be 3rd down and 10. Taylor jumped the route. The ball was a little bit behind Taylor. He overshot his chance at catching it. And it brings up a 3rd down. That would have been a huge game changer. 3rd and 10 now from their own 20-yard line. Fouts is going to hand it off to Gary Anderson. Anderson's going to get to the corner before a horde of Giants come and tackle him. And the Giants call a timeout now. 7-0 in the second quarter. Don Coryell and his young assistants making their decisions. They're going to punt it away. Phil Simms warming up. Ralph Machienko. The punter out of Michigan State boots the ball up. It is going to be taken into 26 by McConkey. And he's going to get to the 40. 14 yards on the return. They're going to call it 12 officially. And the Giants will take over 1st and 10 from the 40. Giants trailing 7-0 as they get the ball. Phil Simms hasn't been able to find much room. He's overshot a couple passes. Both teams undefeated at 1-0, looking to get to 2-0 early on in the season. Simms comes up in the shotgun. Back to pass to Simms. He's going to throw it. It is caught by Manuel. Manuel's going to pick up about 3-4 yards. The Giants are going to run no huddle now. Waiting for the receivers to get set. Simms back to pass. 2nd down and 7. Under a minute to go now in the first half. Simms over the middle. It's caught. It is caught by number 87, Solomon Miller. Miller makes the reception, and the Giants use a timeout. Meanwhile, in Philadelphia, still a defensive battle as the Eagles lead the Bears 3-0 at the half. And at RFK Stadium in Washington, it is a 3-3 battle and another battle of field goals as the Redskins and Raiders are tied up. Phil Simms brings them up from the 37-yard line, trailing 7-0. There is 51 seconds to go in the half. Simms in the shotgun. He's got Morris next to him. Back to pass. He's going to throw it. Oh, and he just is a little too high for his receiver. Simms 4 of 8, 41 yards on the game. It'll bring up a 2nd down. Simms in the shotgun. Nobody back there with him. He's going to throw it. It is caught. No, dropped. Stacy Robinson could not hold on to the pass. He was looking upfield before he had possession. Oh, Robinson. He had to clear out. Bavaro going right in front of him. Robinson could have picked up some yardage. Look at the Charger defense. Looking at 3rd down. 3rd down and 10. Right now it'd be about a 54-yard field goal. Simms back to pass. The rush is on. Simms is going to be buried. They're going to be knocked out of field goal range. They're way back to the 48. That was the worst kind of possible play as Danny Walters comes in and sacks Simms back at the 48-yard line.
It has been non-existent. You know what? When you play these games,
4th down and 21 now. Sean Lundetta will have to punt it away to the Chargers. Well, actually, no, they won't. 3, 2, 1. And we're at the half here from Giant Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey, with the San Diego Chargers leading the New York Giants 7-0. Let's take a look at scores from around the league at the half. Down in the Astrodome in Houston, it is the Oilers over the Browns, 7-3. Down in the Superdome in New Orleans, the Saints all over the Green Bay Packers, 24-3. At Riverfront Stadium in Cincinnati, we got a hell of a game going on as Eddie Brown catches a 17-yard pass from Boomer Esiason. The Bengals are leading 21-9. The Silverdome in Detroit, the Cowboys have jumped to a 17-0 lead at half over the Detroit Lions. At Soldier Field in Philadelphia, Chicago, the Philadelphia Eagles lead the Chicago Bears 3-0. And in RFK Stadium in Washington, we have a tie game 3-3. Mark Mosley hits a 45-yard field goal, followed Chris Barr's 28-yard field goal for the Raiders. It is 7-0 here in East Rutherford. Now, what kind of adjustments did the Giants make at half? We're going to have to see. The Giants will receive the ball. McConkey grabbing his helmet, late getting on the field, the return man, as he returned to kick 103 yards against the Cowboys in Week 1. The Giants need that kind of spark right now. Bernerski with the kick, and McConkey's going to take this one at the 10. It's a short kick, but he's only going to get out to about the 31 before he is yanked down, and that is where the New York Giants will take over. 21 yards on the return by Phil McConkey. Well, they got to get Joe Morris going. That's one of the first things the Giants need to do. Plus Phil Simms. They had a chance at the end of the first half. Stacy Robinson dropping a wide open pass that would have got him closer into field goal range. Then on the next play, Simms gets sacked for a loss of 12, knocking him out of field goal position, and they had to punt. First and 10 from the 31. Simms is in the shotgun. Simms back to pass. Throws it over the middle and it's high for Mark Bavaro. Phil Simms is not having a good game. There's a look at Rookie of the Year candidate Leslie O'Neal. Early on is having a great year. Actually, that pass is intended for Lionel Manuel. 5:54 to go in the third. Chargers holding the shutout. Simms in the shotgun, or under center. Changing the play. He's going to hand it off to Joe Morris, and Morris is going to get through one tackle. Picks up about 5. 7 rushes, 21 yards so far on the afternoon. Morris is finally brought down by number 99, Lee Williams. Third down and 5. Simms in the shotgun. Back to pass. The rush is on. It is caught, and they are going to get a first down. Joe Morris comes out of the backfield and catches the ball to get the first down. In Cleveland, Matt Barr hits a 29-yard field goal to cut the Houston lead to 7-6 against the Browns. Here come the Giants on 1st and 10. Simms hands the ball to Joe Morris. Morris gets by 1, and he's going to pick up about... He's still going. He's going to pick up about 6 yards and bring up a 2nd down and 2. Packers finally have a touchdown on the board down in New Orleans as James Lofton catches an 8-yard pass from Randy Wright. And the Saints lead 24-10. Simms in the shotgun. He puts Bavaro into motion. Here's the give to Morris. And the Charger defensive line is right up there to stop it. Gary Plummer, as well as number 54, Billy Ray Smith, on the tackle. Morris gains 2. 3rd down and 2 now for the Giants. 4 minutes to go in the third. Giants trailing the Chargers 7-0 here, Week 2 of the 1986 season. Solomon Miller comes in motion. Simms back to pass. He's going to throw it over the middle, and it is caught by number 81, Stacy Robbins. Robinson just on a slant pass, picks up the first down. In Cincinnati, Greg Bell scores on a 9-yard run to cut the Cincinnati lead to 21-19 against the Bills. Simms in the shotgun from the 42. 1st and 10. There's the handoff to Joe Morris. Morris is going to get through the arm tackle of Gary Plummer and pick up a couple yards. Nope, that's not Morris. That's Tony Galbraith on the run. Second down and 6 from the 39-yard line after a 4-yard gain by Galbraith. Sims is going to give it to Morris. Joe Morris picks up 6. He's going to bring up 3rd and inches. Morris has rushed 10 times now for 35 yards. The Giants are in no rush to get down. They just want to take control of the tempo of this game and get the score. 3rd down and inches. Sims in the shotgun. He's going to give it to Morris, and Morris is going to be stacked up by Billy Ray Smith for a loss. And that's now a 4th down. A 3-yard loss as Billy Ray Smith got right through the blocking. Morris barely got the ball before he was hit. Joe Cooper comes on to attempt the field goal. No, Sean Ledetta is going to punt from the 37. They're not going to go for the 55-yard field goal. 54. Instead, Ledetta is going to try and angle it into the corner. That was a bad punt of 15 yards. 15 yards only, and Dan Fouts and the Chargers will now take over at the 22-yard line. In Detroit, the Cowboys still leading the Lions 17-0. Meanwhile, in Chicago, Walter Payton runs it in from 1 yard out. The Bears add a field goal. They are up 10-3 on Philadelphia. And as we wait, we get a score from Washington as Chris Barr for the Raiders kicks a field goal to extend to give the Raiders a 6-3 lead. Fouts comes under center. 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. He's back to pass. Throws it. It is almost intercepted. Almost intercepted. It was in the hands of the corner. But as he was trying to come down to the ball, his linebacker came up and actually hit him, knocking the ball free. Giants needed that turnover. Second down and 10 now for the Giants, or Chargers. Fouts under center. Double tight end look. Fouts going to give it to Gary Anderson. And Terry Kennard is going to come up and stuff him in the hole. It's now 3rd and 9 as Anderson picks up a yard before being tackled. Time is running low in the 3rd quarter. Just over a minute to go now. The Chargers leading the Giants 7-0. East Rutherford, New Jersey at Giants Stadium. Week 2 of the 1986 season. Fouts in the shotgun. He's back to pass. He's got time. He throws to the flat, and he's going to overthrow his receiver, and it'll be a 4th down. Fouts will now come off the field, and Ralph Musyenko will come on to punt. Gets the punt off. It is taken by McConkey. He's going to get to the 40. Gets 13 yards on the return. Wayne Davis on the tackle. The Giants have been unable to get anything going offensively. Anytime they get any bit of a drive, it stalls right around the Chargers 37, 40-yard line. With 42 seconds to go in the 3rd. Down in Houston, Tony Zendeja kicks a 35-yard field goal to give the Oilers a 10-9 lead on the Browns. Sims under center. He's going to fake the pass. He's going to give it to Joe Morris, and Morris is going to pick up about 3. 2nd down and 7. Gil Bird comes up, makes the tackle. Saints still leading the Packers 24-10. That game is in the fourth down in New Orleans. It is a 2nd down and 7 for Sims and the Giants. Sims fakes the pass again, another draw. Morris is going to fight his way through for about 4 yards this time. He's carried the ball 13 times for 48 yards. It is 3rd down and 3. The clock is going to stop to end the 3rd quarter. A real quick look at the scores after 3 in Cincinnati. Chris Burkett's caught an 84-yard pass from Jim Kelly, and the Bills lead 26-21. Cowboys now leading the Lions 24-0 as Danny White takes it in from 1 yard out in Detroit. In Philadelphia, the Bears leading the Eagles 10-3. And in Washington, it's the Raiders over the Redskins 6-3. All these games are heading to the 4th quarter. 3rd down and 3 from the 47. Sims under center. He's got 3 receivers bunched tight to the right, left. Here's a handoff to Morris. Morris is going to get over the 50 and get the 1st down. 14 carries now for Joe Morris, 42 yards. They've not shied away from running the ball at all. They have stuck it. It was in their game plan, and they have stuck with it. First and 10 for the Giants. Sims back to pass. He's going to throw it over the middle, almost intercepted. Second down and 10 now from the 50-yard line.
Failing to complete that one. So, second down here. The Chargers come out in a dime package. Takes it from the
Sims back to pass. Throws almost intercepted once again.
If it's not there, then you tell the quarterback to throw it short.
Danny Walters jumped the route. We've seen several passes on both ends that have been jumped and almost intercepted. We've yet to see an actual turnover. 3rd and 10.
The Giants come to the line.
Giants again drive a little and stall. Sims back to pass now. He's got time. He's got plenty of time. He's going to throw underneath Mark Bavaro. Bavaro gets free. He's got the 1st down. He's going to get down to about the 22 before he is finally pushed out of bounds by number 24, Ken Taylor. 27 yards after the catch for Bavaro, 28 yards on the reception, and the Giants have something going. They have a 1st down now. He picks up a great block there from the receiver and is able to get it down to the 22-yard line. Bill Parcells looking over his play chart. 28 yards on the reception for Mark Bavaro. Sims 7 of 15 passing. 1st and 10 at the 22. Sims fakes a pass to the left, throws over the middle, and it is dropped by Stacy Robinson. Danielle Hunter was on the tackle. The 1st-year player out of Henderson State. Stacy Robinson's dropped a couple this afternoon now. Sims in the shotgun. And he's back to pass. He's going to throw again. Another dangerous pass from Sims. This time, Gil Bird comes diving out of nowhere to break up the pass.
It's up to you to make the right decision. Don't force the issue. If it's not there, throw it short.
3rd down and 10 once again for the Giants. from the 22. Since the Bavaro catch, they haven't gained anything. 4:46 to go in the game. The Giants trailing 7-0. Trying to stay undefeated, get to 2-0. Sims back to pass. He's going to be hit and dropped in the backfield on the blitzing Vincy Glenn from the safety, the rookie out of Indiana State. This is like Sims didn't even see him. Huh. They are sending on Sean Lindetta to punt from the 31 after taking a sack. The Giants are once again out of field goal range. This time, Lindetta is going to kick it down to the 6. That's a good punt with 4:09 to go. The Chargers take over at their own 6-yard line.
The Chargers' offense has been nowhere in sight here for quite a while. 3 consecutive drives have come away empty. What about it, Phil? That is the old phrase, hit my aim. They are definitely missing in action because there's no action on the offensive side. It's time for the quarterback to call the right plays and help his team out and get this thing moving.
First and 10. Fouts lead the Chargers from the shotgun. Fouts going to fake the handoff. He steps up. He's got some blocks. He's going to throw. Almost intercepted. Harry Carson was in coverage. And all that tape on his hands, it's a wonder he didn't catch it. Second down and 6 now. Fouts in the shotgun up the 2nd and 10. 4:01 to go in the game. Fouts back to pass. He's going to step up. He's going to throw, and once again dangerous in the double coverage, and it is incomplete. Mark Collins knocks the ball away. And that'll be a 3rd down now for the Giants. So far the Chargers have run the ball 9 times, thrown 11 passes. Fouts in the shotgun, 3rd and 10. He's going to fake the handoff. Going to throw over the middle. And this one is a completion to number 88. Pete Holohan, the tight end out of Notre Dame. Terry Kennard makes the tackle. Holohan keeps the drive alive for the Chargers. Fouts breaks him out of the huddle. From the 25. Going to hand it off to Gary Anderson. And Lawrence Taylor is going to knife in and make the tackle for a loss of about 5 yards. Back to the 22. 3 yards. There was no corner on that play. Lawrence Taylor is much too fast for that. Gary Anderson was not getting away from him. We're down under 3 minutes to go. 2nd down and 13. Giants might want to start thinking about using their timeouts. Fouts back to pass. He's going to throw it to the sideline. It is caught. Caught by 81, Timmy Ware. It's his first reception of the afternoon. He gets out of bounds after picking up about 6. It'll be a 3rd down and 7. Third and 7. Giants defense needs to come up big. Fouts back to pass. Throws it over the middle, incomplete. 4th down. The Giants will get the ball back with 2:31, and they did not have to burn a timeout. They let the clock run on the Anderson run. Then the pass went out of bounds. Then the incompletion. They didn't have to use the timeout. They still got all three. Ralph Mosienko on to punt the ball away. Easy for me to say. Kick is up in the air. McConkey back at his 20. Oh, the ball's going to bounce into the end zone. So the Giants will take over from the 20. 80 yards away, trailing 7-0 in the fourth quarter. 2:23 to go. In Houston, Butch Wolfolk just caught a 20-yard pass from Warren Moon. They cut the Browns lead to 23-20. Packers. Saints still leading the Packers 24-10 in New Orleans. In Cincinnati, Boomer Esiason has scored on a 2-yard run to tie the game up at 33. Sims comes to the shotgun. No offense from the Giants after putting 31 on the Cowboys last week. Back to pass. He's going to go, it's caught. Caught by Solomon Miller. And he's going to pick up about 8 yards. It'll be a 2nd down and 2, but there seems to be no hustle out of the Giants to get to the line, and it's going to count down the 2-minute warning. Meanwhile, in Detroit, Herschel Walker scores on a 7-yard run. Makes it 31-0 Dallas. The Eagles and Bears in Philadelphia or in Chicago. Ron Jaworski finds Mike Quick from 26 yards out to tie the game at 10. And in Washington, George Rogers gets the first touchdown in the afternoon there for the Redskins. Mark Mosley's extra point makes it 10-6 Redskins. Here's the situation. 2nd down and 2 at the 28. Giants trailing 7-0. 2 minutes to go in the game. Sims in the shotgun. They still have all 3 timeouts. He's back to pass. He's going to throw it. Overthrows his receiver, and that'll be 3rd down. Sims really didn't have anything. Donald Brown was all over the intended receiver, Solomon Miller. He had to throw it high, get it away from him, and live to play another down. Biggest play of the game to now. Sims back to pass. Throws, it is caught by Stacy Robinson, and it'll be a 1st down for the Giants. And they will hurry to the line of scrimmage as the clock is starting to tick. 1st and 10 now from the 36. 64 yards away from a touchdown. Sims back to pass. He's going to throw. It is caught this time by Lionel Manuel. 2nd down and 5. Giants rush to the line. Sims back to pass. Throws it over the middle. He's got Joe Morris running, and he's going to get down to the 31-yard line. And there, the Giants, they're going to continue. They're going to run to the line. They're not going to use a timeout. 1:15 to go. 1st and 10 from the Charger 32. Sims in the shotgun. He's back to pass. The rush is on. He's going to swing it out to Bavaro in the flat. Bavaro is going to get out of bounds, and they will stop the clock with 1:04 to go as Bavaro picks up 9 yards on the reception. That's his 2nd reception today. 37 yards total. 2nd and 1 at the 22. That pass to Joe Morris 2 plays ago was large as the Giants went for it, keeping the clock going. They did not use a timeout. They still have all 3. 1:04 to go. 2nd down and 1. Sims is going to fake the handoff to Morris. The rush is on. Sims escapes. He throws to the end zone. It is caught. It is caught by McConkey, and they're down at the 1. They're going to say he didn't get in, so the Giants are rushing to the line. Still not using a timeout. Sims back to pass. Throws into the end zone and overthrows Tony Galbraith. It'll be a 2nd down and goal. What a huge, huge situation now. They have all 3 timeouts. They can run the ball. Looks like they got a double tight end as Zeke Mowat is on the field. 2 receivers split to the left. Sims in the shotgun. He's got, it looks like Galbraith next to him. Sims is going to throw into the end zone. Oh, and it is dropped by Lee Roussan, number 22. A backup running back is in the game, sure-handed usually. However, this time he cannot hold on. He drops the ball.
A huge third down play on the way.
Third and goal. Sims comes to the line. In the shotgun. Snaps the ball. He's back to pass. Throws it into the end zone and out of bounds.
They bring back out the offense to go for it.
Fourth and goal as Sims comes to the line. This is the play of the game. 33 seconds to go. It is a handoff to Joe Morris, and he is met in the backfield and stopped by number 53, Mark Fellows. The Giants do have all 3 timeouts, but there's only 30 seconds to go.
The first down and kept the drive going as they were on their way for what appeared to be a winning drive.
Well, there's a lot of people to blame on that drive. I don't think anybody did a good job. The offensive line,
the Giants, heartbreaking loss. They chose to run the ball on fourth down. They got all the way down. They never used a timeout. One must think that they still have a chance that they can get all 3 timeouts quickly and get the ball back and have some kind of Hail Mary. But heartbreaking. Score. Fouts. Under center, 30 seconds to go. They give to Gary Anderson, and Lawrence Taylor is in the backfield, but he cannot make the tackle. Anderson's going to get the first down, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds by Carl Banks after a first down run of 14 yards. Taylor had in the backfield, usually a beast to tackle, but he missed it. Gary Anderson just shook him free. 22 seconds to go.
The Chargers line up in the pistol offense.
Phelps is in the shotgun. There's the give to Anderson. This time Taylor's going to make the tackle, and the Giants will use a timeout here with 18 seconds left. That was actually number 26, Lionel James, on the carry that time. Everybody here in New York is hoping for a miracle. There are 18 seconds left. Second down and 13. The Giants have got to do just that. That last play took 4 seconds. Seven nothing. Chargers lead. 18 seconds to go. Second down and 13 from the 17-yard line. Phelps hands it to Anderson. Taylor this time is going to yank him down. Timeout. That play took 5 seconds. It's third down. All right, here's the situation. It's 3rd and 13. The Giants can stop the Chargers and get them to punt. They have a chance at a Hail Mary. Time is definitely a factor, though. With 13 seconds, they need to get into the backfield and make the tackle quickly and secure the timeout. They have 1 timeout left. We saw a miracle in the Meadowlands just 8 years ago when Herman Edwards picked up a fumble by Joe Pisarcik, ran it in to give the Eagles a win. Can the Giants get a miracle of their own now? Fouts is going to come up under center. Here's the handoff to Gary Anderson, and he is going to be yanked down by Marshall. No. There's a timeout as Eric Dorsey makes the tackle, and it'll be a 4th and 14. There's 8 seconds left. The Giants are going to have to rush this punt. You can't rely on having enough time to call for a fair catch and then go for the Hail Mary. Sims is warming up. Ralph Masienko on the punt. Giants are not coming after it by the looks of it. No, they did. They set one guy up the middle. 4, 3, 2. McConkey's going to return. McConkey's going to try and return, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the game. The Giants didn't even have a chance for the Hail Mary. San Diego gets the upset win here at the Meadowlands, 7-0. The only offense coming on the first drive of the game, as Dan Fouts was able to find Wes Chandler in the end zone. The Chargers are 2-0. The Giants are now 1-1. As they'll get ready for next week, let's take a look at the finals. In Houston, the Cleveland Browns defeat the Houston Oilers 23-20. Down in New Orleans, it's the Saints over the Packers 24-10. Cincinnati is able to win in overtime when Jim Breach kicks a 20-yard field goal to defeat the Bills 36-33. It's the Dallas Cowboys coming off the loss last week, defeating Detroit Lions 31-7. And in overtime, Kevin Butler kicks a 23-yard field goal for the defending world champion Chicago Bears to defeat the Eagles 13-10. Also in Washington, the Washington Redskins beat the Los Angeles Raiders 10-6. And here in New York, it's the Chargers over the Giants 7-0. Now, if you want to vote to see which 4 o'clock game is going to be aired, leave a comment here on this page. Here are your options. 4 o'clock on September 14th, 1986. It was the Indianapolis Colts at the Miami Dolphins, the San Francisco 49ers at the Los Angeles Rams, Minnesota Vikings at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the Kansas City Chiefs at the Seattle Seahawks. You can also come to Facebook and join Madden Custom Rosters group and put your votes there, as the voting will go up later this afternoon. Voting will be live until the next game is ready to simulate. It will be sometime tomorrow, probably later in the evening. Thank you for joining us once again on the 1986 resim. We just changed history, folks. The Giants had beaten Dallas to change history in Week 1, but they're back now down to 14-2 where they were before, as they originally beat the Chargers, this time losing. Thank you for joining, and we will see you next time.